Steven Spielberg. The name itself is enough to create magic on screen. Let's start with his latest movie, The Fabelmans. And then we will go on to everything you need to know about his life and filmography. Watch until the end to find out how much money he has made at the box office during his career and the different awards he has won. He is not just a filmmaker, he is a fableman who has enchanted audiences for decades with his visionary storytelling. He has given us some of the greatest movies of all time, transporting us to different worlds and leaving an incredible mark on our hearts. Steven Spielberg is a master storyteller who knows how to create characters that we fall in love with and stories that we will never forget. Steven Spielberg's latest film, The Fabelmans, is a semi-autobiographical coming-of-age story set in 1950s and 1960s America. The film explores themes of family, identity, and the power of storytelling. The movie centers around a young Steven Spielberg, played by Gabriel LaBelle, and his family, including his parents, played by Michelle Williams and Paul Dano. The film begins with the whimsical introduction to the Fabelman family, showcasing their idyllic suburban life. However, as the story progresses, we start to see the cracks in their perfect facade. The father, played by Dano, is a struggling actor and often takes his frustrations out on his family. The mother, played by Williams, is an aspiring concert pianist who gave up her dreams to raise a family. As the young Steven Spielberg navigates the complexities of growing up, he finds solace in storytelling. He spends his days making home movies with his friends, often inspired by the stories his father tells him. However, as the family struggles to make ends meet, Steven starts to realize the toll that pursuing one's dreams can have on those around them. One of the standout aspects of the film is its stunning cinematography. Janusz Kaminski, who has worked with Spielberg on numerous films, including Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan, captures a nostalgic feel of the 1950s and the 1960s, with beautiful shots of the Fabelmans neighborhood, complete with colorful houses and white picket fences. The film also uses archival footage and home movies to add an authentic feel to the story. The performances in this film are also noteworthy, with each actor bringing depth and nuance to their respective roles. Williams delivers a powerful performance as a woman torn between her dreams and her family, while Dano portrays a complex character struggling to come to terms with his own limitations. LaBelle shines as a young Spielberg, perfectly capturing his youthful innocence and passion for filmmaking. One of the key themes of the film is the power of storytelling. Throughout the movie, we see the characters using storytelling as a way to cope with the challenges of their lives. Steven finds an outlet in making home movies, while his father tells him fantastical stories to distract him from their financial struggles. The film also touches on the idea that stories can be both a source of comfort and a means of escape, as the Fabelman family uses storytelling to navigate their own personal struggles. Another theme of the film is the idea of sacrifice. The Fabelman parents are both artists who have had to make sacrifices in order to raise a family. As Steven begins to realize the extent of their sacrifices, he starts to question whether pursuing his own dreams is worth it, if it means hurting those he loves. This theme is particularly poignant in light of Spielberg's own life, as he has spoken in interviews about the sacrifices his own parents made to support his filmmaking career. The Fabelmans explores universal themes through a personal lens. Spielberg's direction, Kaminski's cinematography, and the talented cast create an engaging story. Spielberg's latest film is a tribute to storytelling and family dynamics. Just when you think you know everything there is to know about the legendary director Steven Spielberg, from his humble beginnings to his rise to fame, Spielberg's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. We're about to take a glimpse to his magical world of, and trust me, you're in for a treat. Steven Spielberg is one of the most renowned and successful filmmakers of all time. He has directed numerous iconic movies, from science fiction and adventure films to dramas and historical epics. He has won multiple Academy Awards, Golden Globes, and other accolades for his work, and his influence on the film industry is undeniable. Steven Allen Spielberg was born on December 18, 1946, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Arnold Spielberg and Leah Adler, his parents were both Jews who had immigrated to the United States from Ukraine. He took about his father's name. Spielberg grew up as the eldest of 4 siblings in a middle-class family. Producing Super 8 home movies with his loved ones was an early expression of his interest in filmmaking. Haddon Township, New Jersey, was home for him throughout his formative years, and it was also where he got his first job in the fledgling film industry when he was just 12 years old. He continued to pursue his interests even after moving to California when he was a teenager. Spielberg enrolled at California State University, Long Beach for 1 year before deciding to pursue a career in the film industry instead of continuing his education. He started out as an unpaid intern at Universal Studios, where he gained experience in a variety of aspects of filmmaking, such as directing, editing, and cinematography. In the early stages of his career, Steven Spielberg experienced a mix of both triumphs and setbacks. In 1974, he directed his first feature film, which was titled The Sugarland Express. Although it was a well-received film by critics, the movie was not a financial success. The film Jaws, which Steven Spielberg directed, was released in 1975, was a film that launched his career. The movie which he directed was a huge financial success and is credited with establishing the template for the modern blockbuster. The suspenseful and thrilling nature of the story, which tells a tale of a giant great white shark that terrorizes a small beach town, captivated audiences all over the world. Spielberg's position as a major player in Hollywood was solidified as a result of the success of the film. And he went on to direct a series of critically acclaimed films throughout the 70s and 80s. Jaws solidified Steven Spielberg's reputation as a skilled and forward-thinking director, and it didn't take long for him to become one of the most in-demand movie makers in all of Hollywood. The first film in the Indiana Jones series was directed by Spielberg and released in 1981 under the title Raiders of the Lost Ark. The movie, which starred Harrison Ford as a daring archaeologist, Indiana Jones, was another massive hit, and it led to the production of 3 subsequent films in the series. Because of its unique blend of action, adventure, and humor, the Indiana Jones series has evolved over the years into a cherished classic that has the ability to captivate viewers of all ages. Over the course of these subsequent few years, Spielberg directed a string of critically acclaimed movies, some of which include Close Encounters of the Third Kind, 1977, E.T., The Extra-Terrestrial, 1982, and The Color Purple, 1985. He became well known for his ability to tell compelling stories and for his mastery of special effects, which he utilized to create terrifying monsters, aliens, and other creatures that appeared both real and believable. Steven Spielberg's breaking film Jurassic Park, which he directed in 1993 and which featured the use of cutting-edge technology to bring dinosaurs back to life on the big screen, was released in 1993. The movie was not only a huge financial success, but it also gave birth to a franchise that is still active to this day. In 1994, Spielberg directed the powerful and emotionally moving film Schindler's List, which was about the Holocaust. Spielberg's reputation as a serious filmmaker was bolstered as a result of the film's success, which earned him 7 Academy Awards, including those for Best Picture and Best Director. Over the course of the 1990s and the early 2000s, Steven Spielberg directed a number of critically acclaimed movies, such as Saving Private Ryan, 1998, Minority Report, 2002, Catch Me If You Can, 2002, War of the Worlds, 2005, and Lincoln, 2012. In addition to that, he was a producer of a number of commercially successful movies, such as Back to the Future trilogy, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the Transformers franchise. The Fabelmans is an upcoming film directed by Steven Spielberg, set in the 1950s and 1960s, and explores the life of a young filmmaker as he navigates the Hollywood film industry. The film stars Michelle Williams, Seth Rogen, and Paul Dano in leading roles. It's difficult to overstate the impact that Steven Spielberg has had on the industry of film. He is responsible for directing some of the most well-known and important films in cinematic history, and his work has played a significant role in influencing how we think about each other and how we watch movies. His movies have made more than $10 billion at the box office around the world, and he has won numerous awards, including 3 Academy Awards for Best Director, 4 Golden Globe Awards, and 2 Directors Guild of America Awards, among many others. In 1998, he was presented with the Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award, which honors producers who have made significant contributions to their respective industries. In addition to that, he is a member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, as well as the American Film Institute. And he presented with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in the year 2015. The sway that Steven Spielberg wields is not limited to the realm of motion pictures. He is also a political activist and philanthropist, and he has used his fame and influence to advocate for a variety of causes, such as the control of firearms, the protection of human rights, and the preservation of the environment. The contributions that Steven Spielberg has made to the film industry are incalculable, and he is rightfully regarded as a true icon of Hollywood. The film career of Steven Spielberg, which spans several decades and countless films that are considered to be iconic, has established him as a true visionary in the world of cinema. It is impossible to deny his impact on popular culture and the legacy he leaves behind as a filmmaker and storyteller that will continue to be an inspiration to generations to come. Once again, with The Fabelmans, he has demonstrated his talent for creating characters that are compelling and relatable within a setting that is rich and immersive. His career is a demonstration of the power that can be harnessed through creativity and perseverance, and he is an inspiration to aspiring filmmakers all over the world. Thank you for watching.